All right, first game of the season. As you come out of that preseason, you guys got to be pretty confident, right?
Yes, very confident that we can go out there and do exactly what we plan on doing all season long, and that's put points on the board. You know, last year we felt like we didn't put points. We got in the red zone. Once we got the ball down there, we feel like we didn't take advantage of the opportunities, and now we have the opportunities to score at will. And guys know that. Now we're kind of in the huddle saying who's going to score the next touchdown, who's going to do this, who's going to do that, and that's how our confidence is in one another, that we can go out there and make plays.
Was it as easy as it seemed to everybody sitting at home watching?
I don't know if it was easy. I think it was harder for us during the mini camps, the OTAs, and the training camp. I think that's where we do all our work. So when we get to the football field, it's just execute. No mental mistakes, no pre-snap penalties, and that's one thing that Coach McCarthy stressed, the whole time through, during that training camp, that we can't have the mental mistakes and we can't have pre-snap penalties. We have those, we're gonna lose games, and you see in those games, in those 3 preseason games, we didn't have any.
This weekend is always a tough one for NFL teams. How weird was it to go to practice on Monday and not have Lavelle Martin?
It was hard, but we felt like as a receiver group, we all family, and the crazy part about it is, we added Brett, to our official team, and we lose Rubel. But the thing we kind of always said is that we didn't gain anything because we're already family, but we lost. I think as all of us, we lost a great friend, a great teammate, and that's one thing we're going to miss about him.
Has he gotten picked up at all yet?
I don't think so. I don't know yet. I know he said a couple of teams was talking to him, so that's about it.
We'll have to kind of see. What kind of goals is the team set? I mean, obviously Super Bowl, but
right.
You guys set regular other kinds of goals?
No, I think the biggest thing with us is we kind of got our mindset of where we want to be, and that's making sure that we take care of business early on. When it's all said and done, we want to be on top of our division and win our division. And then once we win the division, then sky's the limit after that, and that's where we have to take care of business first.
Have you noticed that this has suddenly become a very tough division?
Yeah, I mean, I think every year our division gets it's hard. I mean, that's one thing about Chicago, Minnesota, and Detroit. I don't care what our records are; they're going to come out and it's going to be a battle between us every year, regardless. So it has always been like that. And the good thing about it is the team that makes the least mistakes is the team that's going to win, and that's how it always plans out.
For you guys as an offense, you didn't go through the same transition that the defense went through this offseason.
Right.
What was your focus or concern, main point of emphasis during this offseason?
Communication. That's what we lacked. Communication. Not understanding one another. Not thinking on the same page. And that's one thing we wanted to build this offseason is communication between all of us. And we did that. We all understand one another. We're confident in one another that we're going to go out there and make plays. And I think A-Rod trusts us, and that's what you have to have. You have to have a quarterback that trusts everyone. And, the same goes for every player that's on that, 11 guys, the 10 guys that's out there with the quarterback, we all have to trust one another. And when you have 11 guys trusting, nothing can go wrong.
What do you think about the Bears?
Hey, they're just another team for us. I mean, they're a great team. We all know that. They have always been. But it all boils down to who plays the best. And one thing about us is that we know if we go out there and perform and don't make the pre-snap penalties and don't hurt ourselves, then we're going to win the game.
Good to open up at home.
It's good. In front of a home crowd, 70,000 people cheering you on, you can't complain about that. And to be in front of the home crowd, a rival game, is bigger than anything else. And we know that this is probably going to be one of the biggest tests for us, especially at home, because we want to get that home field advantage back. And, I remember back in my days, early in my career, people used to be scared to come to Lambeau and play. Now people feel like it's a charity. Oh, yeah, we're going to have fun. No, we're going to make this scary once again. We want to put fear in people when they come through Lambeau that they don't really want to be here.
Is it good or is it harder to start in the division with a game that one of the 6 games on the year that are the most important games?
I think I don't know. I guess I can't really say if it's hard or easy. But I think you kind of, a lot of guys say it's pretty easy because you want to get them out the way. If you can get those wins under your belt, then you kind of sit on top of your division. But this is a big one for us, and we start with a division game at home, and this is what it all matters.
How much do you then think as you go through this week? How much can you do this week to get yourself ready, or has it been the previous 6, 8
It's been the whole 8 months. I think we all we want to go through preseason and make sure that everyone comes out healthy, but we also want to establish ourselves that we are a good football team, and I think we've proven that. And now it's just going out there execute, and that's what it's going to take Sunday night, just to go out there and execute and don't hurt ourselves. So I mean, those 8 weeks, and I guess you can say the last, not really the 8 weeks, but I think it was the 5 months that we had with OTAs, the mini camps and training camp. That's what took us to where we want to be, and that's gonna that's basically set us up for this first game of the season.
What's the funnest thing you did on summer vacation?
Just hang with the kids. I think hanging with my kids, but then the biggest trip that I took this year was going to Africa with Aaron Cameron and my wife, and that was an eye opener for my family and me and Tina, just to understand that you appreciate what you have over here in the United States compared to what they have in their country. And I told a cab driver up in Arizona that I respect everyone in Africa, because the things that they go through on a day-to-day basis, there's no way that I can go through it. And I guess my thing was, when I was a little kid, I was whining. I woke up with them for 10 days straight, and it was no whining. They did what they had to do to survive every day. And me, as a child growing up homeless, I thought that was the worst thing in the world. But being over there, not even close.
Quite a perspective.
Yes.
It
Great.
Changed the way you live your life.
Yeah, it changes the way you live your life. You appreciate so much more, and that's the thing that you kind of want. You want to be able to say, I got some out of it. People tell you when you go different places, it changed your life. I don't think it changed my life, but it changed my perspective of life.
Any predictions for this season?
No, I never try to predict, but I just hope that we have a productive season. That's our goal, and if we go out there and play the way we know we can play, then Super Bowl is here we come.